What's up, boys? It's your boy Rome. We're back with another video. We got a little bit of legs on the agenda today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bonkers. So we'll run through our normal leg day, our normal quad dominant leg day, but we are switching something up. There will be a switch up. Uh, we aren't gonna do stationary lunges today. Today, instead, right after regular squats, we're gonna do goblet squats. And you might think, Rome, what? Thought you were doing lunges. Thought lunges were green. Thought we were feeling good off those. We were. We were. And it was nice. It was nice. But I incorporate those on my first leg day now. So I've been doing walking lunges, but I've been doing walking lunges going a little bit wider. And what this has allowed me to do is I've been able to target not only the quad, but been able to focus a little bit more on my abductors, which I was doing a little bit of research. My legs are hitting now, right? But I want my abductors to start hitting. I want that definition in the abductors, right? I want that to pop. When I hit my front double or when I hit the front relax, I want my abductors to come out really, really kind of show the meat on those legs. And I kind of saw after watching a couple videos and doing some research that just hitting the abductor machine really doesn't help it, you know? I mean, it'll grow it, but it's not going to grow it the best way, right? Trying to optimize it, especially being we're 11 weeks out. You know, I'm trying to target a little bit more strategically on some areas that I would like to bring up. And abductors is one of those areas where I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it could always be better. So with that, I do walking lunges and I go a little bit wider. And then I also do different variations of squats, but angle my feet out a little bit more. And I find that it allows me to target my abductors a little bit more on top of training my quads, which has been really nice. I know, long spiel, but we're going to be switching that out for goblet squats today. So it'll be our normal back squats, pendulums, goblets, and then double quad extensions. Then we'll finish off with 2 hamstrings. Do the cardio. Then I'll catch you boys on the outro. But with that being said, I'll see you boys inside. All right, boys, we're about to do a little bit of squats here. We got our huge full plates in the 25. I'm a little wrapped up. As you can see, I wrapped my knees up, but I am feeling it today, boys. It's one of those days. I mean, we had a higher day Friday, and that was nice, but dude, oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. I mean, it is what it is. You know, at least I know that the refeed kind of worked because I definitely am feeling the low cals today. So at least I know, hey, my body's kind of kicking back into overdrive. It's burning calories the way I'd like it to. But, man, I am feeling it. I am feeling it, boys. But, hey, nothing to it but to do it. Let's get under this weight. Let's get to work. Let's get 4 more. 4 more. Two more. 2 more. 1 more. 2 more. Oh, boys. Boys, today is a day, you know? Today is the day. We're feeling it. We're feeling it. But squats are a lot like life, you know? You're not always going to want to do it. You're not always going to want to get under the heavy weight. You're not always going to want to push yourself, you know, but to grow, you know, it's one of those things you just got to get done. It's one of those things you got to push through it. And the more you do it, the easier everything else seems. You know what I mean? But I'm going to unwrap, chug a little bit of water, and we'll get after the next set, boys. I'm going to wrap up here, boys, but I just wanted to chat for a second, man. I cannot emphasize how rough I'm feeling today, boys. I am in the trenches. The motivation just isn't there today, right? But it is what it is. Motivation will only take you halfway. Gotta be obsessed. Gotta be obsessed. Obsession will get you all the way through. So I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in, dude. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today, boys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I sat in the car. I sat in the car when I got here, probably for like 35, 40 minutes, dude. To where I was like, bro, I gotta squat. After I squat, I gotta do another variation of squat. After I do another variation of squat, I do another variation of squat. After that, then it's quad extensions and hamstring work. Then we have an hour of cardio. I was like, dude, I do not want to go in there. I do not want to go in there today. I am not feeling it. I just want to go home. I just want to go home, right? But I was like, dude, that's not aligned with our goals. That's not what we want, right? That doesn't align with what we're trying to achieve. You know, if we're really striving to do the best we possibly can at this show, and even chase our pro card, man, like I can't, whenever it gets hard, I can't just, I don't know. I can't back out. Can't back out. So I sat there and I was just like, man, maybe I'll get the motivation. Maybe I'll find it. And it just never came. And I was like, you know what? Let's go in. Came in, bite for like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, okay, legs are nice and warm, right? Actually, a bite for 20 minutes, extended that a little bit. And then I was like, okay, the legs are nice and warm. Let's go get under the bar. And I was doing my warm-ups, man. I was like, the warm-ups, 2 plates felt heavy. 2 plates never feels heavy. I was like, what? What is going on? I was doing my warm-ups and I was like, dude, maybe today's just not the day. Maybe I just need to rest today and get after it next week. Nah, man. Nah. That's not how I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to just only be in here when I'm motivated. I gotta dig deep. It's got to be deeper than just motivation. It's got to be in and out and an obsession. I have to be obsessed with it, and if I'm obsessed with it, it'll get me through it. So we're here. We got 2 more sets in squats. I know it's not the upbeat energy that I usually give off, but like I said, boys, I'm just feeling the deficit today. I'm feeling the deficit today. But I mean, it's only going to get harder from here, right? We're 11 weeks out, just past 11 weeks out. It's only going to get harder from here. It's only going to get tougher. And if I'm backing out, if I'm going home now, where am I going to be in 5 weeks, in 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks? You know? Time waits for no man. It's like, I got to lock in. Got to lock in. But I just wanted to chat with you boys. We're going to go ahead and wrap up here, you know? Get a nice little wrap ski. Hold on. There we go. I wonder if it's still face tracking. Is it still tracking my face, boys? Oh, also, I turned the face tracker back on. I've been doing a lot of my videos lately without the face tracker on. Because I was like, sometimes it'll just do its own thing. But I was like, let's turn it on, because the videos I had squatting with it on, I liked them. I thought they were nice. I liked that you guys could see the depth. You guys could see the reps. It was like you doing the reps with me. So I was like, you know what? Let's turn the face tracker back on. Turn the face tracker back on, at least for leg day. Everything else doesn't necessarily have to be on, right? But I was like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. That'll be a win. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little. That first set I had it off, boys. But from here on out, when we are in the rec, I will have the face tracker on, so you boys can see the depth. You can see if I'm hitting deep enough. If I'm not hitting deep enough, you boys will get all of it. You boys will get all of it. Also, we're 11 weeks out, right? Going into 10 weeks out. Once we hit 10 weeks out exactly, right? The 70-day mark. Because in my mind, 10 weeks out, you think 7 days in a week, 70 days, right? The 70-day mark, I want to do a day-by-day vlog for you boys, right? Follow me day by day while we're in prep. And like, I usually film for my night lifts. So most of the content you boys have seen have been the night lifts, right? But I lift in the morning. I usually lift with my headphones on. And I think I want to do daily vlogs throughout the whole day. Wake up in the morning routine. I might not get everything on it, but for the most part, everything. If I go to the grocery store, I want you guys to come with me. When I'm prepping meals, I want you guys to prep with me. Kind of give you a deeper look into what the last 10 weeks will look like for me. So I want to do a day-to-day. It's 70 days of filming every day. And it'll give you guys a deeper look into kind of what prep life looks like, at least for me. You know, prep's going to be different for every individual, but at least give you a little bit of a taste of what prep was like for me for the last 10 weeks. You know, we've been in prep for 10, maybe 13 weeks now, and it's been going well. It's been going well, and I've enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the cuts. I'm enjoying seeing myself get leaner week to week. That's a win. But I think those last 70 days, depending, I mean, it could be the last 70 days. If we do well at the first show, then we'll do the second show that I'm planning for. But I want to at least give you guys 70 days. 70 days of content every day. I'm thinking the videos will probably be in between an hour to an hour and a half. If you boys watch it all, you watch it all. If you don't watch it all, I completely understand, because there's going to be a lot of information. There's just going to be a lot of following me along through the day, you know. But I want to get my first morning lift in. Have you guys see the morning lift? I think the morning lift, I'll probably just put like music over it, because in the mornings I do like to kind of lift to music. And then for the night lift, that's when I'll obviously chat it up with you boys. But I want you guys to see it all. See it all. I want to give you everything for the next 70 days once we hit 10 weeks out. But I did a lot of yapping. A lot of yapping. So let's get after this work. Three more. Come on. Two more. Let's go. One more. That was fun. You know, that was a good time. That felt clean. That felt clean. I'm only getting sets of 9 right now. That kind of sucks. But like I said, boys, I am feeling it today. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, not going to complain about it the whole time. We're just going to make the best of it and grow. Be better. Take it set by set, rep by rep, and keep pushing forward. But with that being said, I'm going to take a swig of water. Then we'll get after the next set, boys. All right, boys, last set here. Nothing too bananas. We're going to get after this work. We're going to get after this work. One more time for the people in the back. We're going to get after this work. As you can tell, I am procrastinating getting after this work. But nonetheless, we're going to get after it. With that being said, let's get it. Let's fucking move this way. Come on. Four more. Come on. Whew. Three more. Two. Oh. Oh, that was so fun. That was so fun. That was the last set there, boys. So now we got a little bit of goblets. A little bit of goblets. Then we'll get after this work. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap these knees because they're probably going purple by now. Then we'll get after some goblets. You see those cheekbones, boys? Those cheekbones? Hold on. We're getting sliced. That's how you know the cut's cutting. When you start to have that death face. Yeah. All right, let's work. We got a little bit of goblets here. As you can tell, I feel a little bit better. Honestly, I feel better, upbeat. I don't know, man. There's just something about doing heavy weight to where when you don't look forward to something and then make it through it, there's a certain level of accomplishment that just comes with that. You know, it's beautiful. A little sappy. But, I mean, I feel so much better. As you could tell, the start of the video's energy compared to now, dude, it's night and day. I think it's because I really wasn't looking forward to squatting. Really wasn't looking forward to just, I was like, legs, dude, I really don't feel good. I really don't feel like, oh man, I don't want to, nah, you know, just complaining. I was just complaining. And then I got through it. Then I did that first set, and I was like, I just got 2 more. Then I did that second set, and I was like, I just got 1 more. Then I did that last set, and I was like, we're done. That's it. What we weren't looking forward to is over now. We made it through it, and now we feel better about it. So, I mean, I kind of can shift the mood. It's a little, like I said, it's a good metaphor for life, you know? Sometimes there's a lot of things, honestly, a lot of times, there's going to be a lot of things that you don't want to do. You do them, then you feel better about it, you know? It could be anything minuscule to large. Squats are a great reference for life overall. But let's get to these goblets. Hitting you boys with a lot of motivational jibber jabber today, a lot of spieling. Let's work. Let's get to work. Nice. One more. Come on. One more. Let's go. Okay. So we got 12 out of that, boys. I think, I mean, if you've been watching the videos, you know once we hit that rep range, if we hit the top, if we hit that ceiling, we got to go up. So we'll go up 10 pounds, rule of thumb, 10 pounds each side. So I'm going to go ahead, slap on some more weight, boys, and we'll get after the last 3 sets. All right, boys, I slapped on 10 more pounds each side. We're going to get after this weight here, get after this work. Let's work. Come on. Oh, come on. 2 more. 2 more at least. 2 more at least. Come on. 1 more. Come on. Oh, she didn't want to lock. That was a good set. We got 2 more there, boys. All right, boys, we got the last 2 sets. We can go ahead and get after them. Go ahead and get this work. Oh. After this, we just got pendulums and quad extensions, and then hamstrings. Dude, the energy, honestly, it's just that first hurdle. You get past that first hurdle, and it's a win. You feel great. Feel green. Feel amazing about life. Let's get to work. Oh, come on. 4 more. 4 more. Come on. One more, come on. Oh. All right, boys, we got one more. One more set, then we're on the pendulums. One more set, then we're on the pendulums. Last set here, boys. Let's get after it. Two more, come on. At least two more. At least two more. One more. One more. Oh, that's it. All right, boys, we're on the pendulums. We're on the pendulums. All right, boys. We're about to get after this work. We got some pendulums after this. We got some double quad extensions. After double quad extensions, we got our 2 hamstrings. Then we got some cardio. Then after some cardio, I get to go home and take a shower and repeat it tomorrow. That is a luxury. I get the luxury to feel sore. I get the luxury to train legs. I get the luxury to deal with these adversities, you know? These adversities that I choose. I get the luxury to deal with them. It is a blessing. But let's get after this one, boys. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. We got 3 more sets there, boys. 3 more sets. All right, boys. Let's get this next set. There we go. Two more. One more. Oh. All right, last 2 sets here, boys. Last 2. One more. One more. Come on. One more set, boys. Last set, boys. Let's get after this work. One more. Oh. All right, boys, we got double quad extensions. And then we got hamstrings after that. All right, boys, we got a little bit of double quad extensions here. I say single quad extensions for my my first leg day of the week. This is obviously the second half, my quad dominant leg day. So I do like to end it, not the overall lift, but I do like to end my quad focused movements with double quad extension, right? So that's kind of where we're at. After this, we'll do our 2 hamstrings. And then obviously I'll do my cardio and catch your boys on the outro. But I do like to structure my compounds first and then end with a nice squeeze off the double quad extensions. I like to do my single quad extensions on my hamstring day, which you might be like, Romeo, your hamstring day. So when I break up my leg days, I usually like to structure my leg days about 3.5 days apart. I like to hit them twice a week just because, like with every muscle group, I like to hit them twice a week to make sure I'm not only keeping them on pace with the rest of the body, but if I can grow a little bit in prep, that'd be awesome. But if not, I'm trying to maintain as much as possible. So with that being said, my first leg day of the week, that's usually around Thursday, It's a hamstring dominant leg day. That's when I'll do my heavy hamstring work, my RDLs. I'll do dumbbell RDLs. Trying to think what else I usually do. Oh, my heavy laying down hamstring curls. I'll do seated hamstring curls, and then another variation of isolation seated hamstring curls. Once we get to the 70-day mark, and I'm doing the day-to-day vlogs, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Just because obviously you'll see my morning lifts moving forward from that point on, as well as my night lifts. But with that being said, I do like to incorporate those. And then, as I brought up earlier, for my quads, I've been trying to incorporate a little bit of abductor work, you know, just to really make sure that quad sweep is not, I feel like it's proportionate, right? I feel like my quad sweep is proportionate. I feel like my quad sweep is good, looks nice. I'm very happy with it, but I would like that inner quad when I hit my front relaxed, my front double bi, or even my favorite classic pose to really get that abductor meat to hang out, right? I want to say it's abductors. Adductors, I want to say outside, abductors inside. Either way, that inner thigh meat, I really want to build that up, at least for the next 11 weeks that I have, and really try to get that to pop out. Because if I can get that to pop out, I think that will really bring my leg package together. So, with that being said, I have been incorporating a little bit more abductor quad movements, and I feel like that's been nice. I don't know where I was going with that, but I have been incorporating those, so that's been nice. Uh, I haven't necessarily seen too much development yet, but I mean it. I've only been doing it for a week, maybe 2 weeks now. I'm not going to see growth or substantial, obviously, change right away. I'm thinking right around the 6 week mark is where I should be seeing it if it is making a difference. And even if it isn't, I think that it will long term make a difference. And I think I'll keep incorporating it for that specific reason. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, single quad extensions. Single quad extensions I usually like to incorporate on that day. And then when I do my single leg quad extensions, I like to point my toes out again to kind of target a little bit more of abductors as well as quads. Quads are going to be obviously the primary focus when I'm trying to do single quad extensions, but just adjusting that foot allows me to kind of target that inner thigh, that inner abductor, that inner meat, if you will, a little bit better. So that's kind of where my mental space has been. It's kind of a little tad bit, little, little, little sprinkle for you boys, you know, little tidbit on what I've been doing lately and how my leg days have been kind of rolling. I mean, you guys see my quad dominant leg day, but I really haven't filmed my hamstring dominant leg day. But like I said, literally maybe a minute ago, you guys will be seeing that when I start doing the 70-day full vlogs. Because when I do the 70-day full vlogs, technically the 70-day out mark, you guys will pretty much be with me all day. The only time you guys won't be with me is when I'm at work, right? And I'll let you guys know, hey, I'm going to work. And then after I get done with work, I'll be like, hey, we're on our way to the gym. And then kind of move forward from there. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get this double quad extension going. Get these little, you know what I mean? A little bit of a going. And then after that, we'll finish out with some hamstrings and then end off with a little bit of cardio. Just a little bit of cardio. Just a tad bit of cardio. Nothing too crazy. But let's get after this work, boys. Let's get after this work. That's a good squeeze. Days like this, when I'm ending with double quad extensions, I really wish I would just keep my knee sleeves in the car. Because after doing regular squats, goblet squats, and pendulums, my knees are cooked. They're done. They're well done. They're fucking, that was me chefing it up, chefing my knees up. But, I mean, you guys get the point. My knees are, I'm just an old man, you know? I got old man knees now. They're not what they used to be. But whole lot of complaining there. But you guys get the point. I mean, the longer you do this, the more your knees go. I wish I just had my sleeves. And I don't like to wrap up for necessarily machines like this. I don't like to wrap up for anything other than like back squats, right? Back squats or heavy um, hack squats, right? Those are two that I really like to wrap up for. Other than that, like my front squats, my goblet squats, I mean, pendulums, really any other quad movement, I just prefer the sleeves. I might wrap up for goblets, but that's usually like if I'm peak bulk and I'm like, we're pushing the throttle and I'm going for like 4 or 5 plates on goblet squats, then I'll be like, okay, we're going to wrap up, right? I'll wrap the knees up, make sure we're nice and tight, keep that pressure on the knees. And then obviously, just so I can really get that mind muscle connection with the quads and not worry about blowing my ACL or I want to say it's MCL out, either or of those, you know? But we're going to get for this next set. I've been doing a lot of yapping today, boys. A lot of yapping. It's not been this much yapping, but got the gym to myself today. I walked in. I was like, that was another reason why I was like, I walked in. I was like, bro, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here today. And I looked around and I was like, I'm the only person here. Today is a perfect day to create content. The universe is just telling me, hey, lock in, brother. Get that content. So let's get this second set. One more. Woo, we got 2 more sets here, boys. 2 more sets here, and then we'll move on to hamstrings. All right, boys. I think this is the last set we do of these quads here. My knee is about to give out. My knee is about to break. So we're gonna do this, get this work, and then we'll move on to hammies. No. Oh, my knee, boys. My knee. But we're gonna move on to hammies. Let's go get that work. All right, boys. We got our new favorite RDL machine here. Oh, that's nice. Come on, let's work. One more. Up. Oh, that's butter. All right, boys, let's work. Second set. Oh, that's it. All right, boys, let's work. One more. One more. Oh, that's butter. Last set of here, boys. Last set of here. One more. Butter. All right, boys, let's work. Oh. Oh. So this is the single hamstring curl that we normally do. I can see I didn't put it at the best angle, boys. I apologize. My mental capacity is well past spent. We got 3 more sets there, boys. All right, boys, let's work. Woo! Let's switch. All right. Let's get this work. Let's get this work, boys. Oh. All right, we got 2 more there. All right, let's work, boys. Woo! All right, let's hit this other side. This other side. Let's get this work. One more set, boys. One more. All right, boys, let's get it. Last set. Oh. All right. Switch sides. Oh. All right, let's get after it. Let's get after it. Last set. Last set. Oh. All right, boys, that's it. That's a wrap for leg day. I'm going to go ahead, get after the cardio. Then I'll catch you boys in the car. All right, boys, that's another one in the books. I feel like it was a good leg day. The cardio was pretty good, too. But with that being said, I'm pretty exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and head home, and I'll catch you boys in the next video.